Hello, everyone. Apologies first and foremost for the audio quality. Something is wrong with my mic, and I do not know how to fix it, so there might be some static in the background. Everybody has been, asking. A lot of people have been asking, wondering where I am, and I'm just going to not pussyfoot around and explain to you guys exactly what's going on. So, uh, right now, I just want to start off by saying that I am more than happy to offer, because I have not produced a book, to offer a full refund to anybody who donated to me either through PayPal or Patreon. Those are the only two sources where I took donations for the book. I still plan to complete the book, but just on my time, and I want to give what is owed because I haven't produced what I've said that I would. And then I'm free to produce it the way I want to, whenever I want to, and take as long as I possibly need to and want to. And I do not want to be the person who promised something and didn't give it and deliver it without giving a refund. I just don't want to be that person. Um, in with respect to my absence, I will give only as much information as I think that is needed. So I had pretty severe health issues within the last year, um, and I'm not going to discuss exactly what those health issues were. Um, if there's any kind of dispute about what I'm talking about, um, I'm more than willing to talk to somebody, for example, like Coltane, somebody who I trust, who I developed a relationship with for years, in outside of the MGTOW community, and I could provide records to show you. I was hospitalized for a period of about a month and a half, and I've been in a pretty bad situation health wise, and I've just started to get better, and I was able to work again. I was able to actually do start hiking and stuff, things along those lines, and that kind of helped me turn my health around. So I was in a pretty bad situation that luckily been able to kind of pull myself out of. And so I want to make it clear that that was part of the reason for my absence. Obviously, I couldn't really do much, but I'm not going to go into any more detail than that with respect to my health, because again, unfortunately, I've learned the hard way that a lot of times on the internet, people can use information that you give out against you. Um, so yeah, first and foremost, I want to apologize to the people who I've disappointed, because I feel that's the right thing to do. I wasn't able to produce the product that you guys, that I promised you guys, and for that, I apologize. I'm sorry, and I want to make it right, and I want to offer a refund. Given that, I do want to also just make it clear that I feel that in the time that I had these health issues and things along those lines, I've kind of discovered something new about MGTOW philosophy. I haven't renounced MGTOW philosophy. I'm still telling you guys don't get married, et cetera, et cetera. I've cooled down a lot in terms of my rhetoric over the past 10, 15 years or whatever it's been. It hasn't been 10, 15 years. It's been like 5, 6 years since I started. But I say 10, 15 years because my MGTOW philosophy that I thought up and shared with you guys on this channel was something that had been brewing for at least a decade before I started, kind of. I mean, it was a process. By the time I got to making videos on my channel, it was, I was already in that evolution, but it had taken maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in order to start that process. But I have found, in this time that I've taken off, I was able to start hiking. I climbed Mount Katahdin on the Appalachian Trail, the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. Possibly the first MGTOW to ever do that. I don't know. Maybe somebody has in the comment section. But I have found in doing that, that was kind of a revelatory experience for me. That I want to disconnect from this online world because I don't think that it's healthy. Like, and again, if you're, I'm not telling anybody not to engage in the online world or anything like that. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm saying that for me, it's just not healthy. I don't like it. I don't like the way it made me feel. And I'm proud of what I did, and I'm proud of the videos that I made, and I'm proud of the fact that still to this day, men message me and tell me, "Hey, you saved me from getting a divorce because I never got married in the first place. Hey, you saved my life. I was considering suicide." I'm proud of that. I'm proud of doing that. I'm ashamed of the fact that I promised you guys something and didn't deliver it. But again, I just want to make it right. But I do feel that I want to leave, the toxic online community. And I'm not talking about MGTOW. I'm talking about the online communities in general. I want to divorce myself from that because I feel like, frankly, and I know it sounds cliche, I feel like it sucks the life out of you. And this is something that, again, I learned by disconnecting from that realm, from that arena. And I just want you guys to take into consideration that if you put any stock or value into the things that I've said about MGTOW going your own way and really forging your own path, consider, and again, if this is not right for you, don't do it. Do whatever you want, but consider leaving, these arenas and start living life in the real world, dealing with real people face to face. I want to disconnect from society, but I want to take valued people along with me. I have realized that over the years, or over this last year, I'm sorry, that I have developed a love for the natural world, and that's where I want to go. I don't want to be involved in all of society's machinations. I don't want to do that, because it kills my soul. And and I find that throughout this journey, throughout this MGTOW journey, I met some really cool people, of all racial backgrounds and all that. So I'm not saying anything bad about any racial group or anything like that. But as an Afro Latino MGTOW, a black man essentially, I went and did a 2023 and yeah, I'm black. Like. I started to get very, very uncomfortable, and a lot of other, black and brown MGTOW in private have expressed similar thoughts to me. I started getting very uncomfortable with these people who are talking about ethno states and how they don't want people like me in this country and blah, 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 and things of that nature. And, that was another thing, despite my health, that, I really was just like, look, I can't really continue to associate with people who are espousing that type of rhetoric. And unfortunately, there was a bit of creep within MGTOW. Like those two communities started to overlap a little bit too much for my comfort. But that's not an excuse. I'm not saying that that's the reason why I haven't given you the product that I promised you guys. There's no excuse for that, and the only thing that I can do in terms of that is apologize and make it right and rectify the situation. But however, this is a message that I feel needs to be said to black and brown MGTOW. Really ask yourself, if you're comfortable being around these people. If you are, that's fine. Do your thing. I'm not telling you how to think. I'm not telling you, and I'm sure plenty of people are going to call me a cuck or SJW or whatever you want to call it. But, hey, I'm just asking you, man, like, are you guys comfortable with that? Because I am not, so I am going to make a concerted effort when I do see that to distance myself from it. I don't want to be involved in it. I don't want to be, and again, I'm sure there's, somehow I interacted with some of these people in the past because, again, there was an influx of those type of people coming within MGTOW, but I don't want to do it anymore. And that's frankly all I really have to say on the racial issue. I felt like that needed to be said. And again, I'm sure I'm going to catch lots of flack, and I'm sure I'm going to catch lots of flack for this video. But what I do want to do, I don't really care about the flack. What I do want to do is make things right for the people who supported me and did not get what I promised them. So, that's all that I really have to say. So again, to reiterate, I don't want people, because I don't want people asking and speculating and not knowing what's going on. This is what's going on. So to reiterate, my absence. I got, very, very sick. Um, and, that happened, and that was unfortunate, but my health has stabilized now, and that's what happened. So I want to get let you guys know that. Um, and in terms of the book, I want to make sure that it's understood that I want to rectify this and I want to make it right. So what I want to do is, to anybody who donated, you know, if you, so long as you provide me proof, because again, I don't want to give money to somebody that didn't pay for the book. Like, so I mean, I just want to make sure that the money that people donated gets back to them, to the right people, not somebody, just looking for like, to like, say that they donated and they didn't. Um, so as long as you can furnish some kind of proof on PayPal or Patreon, I'm more than happy to give you a full 100% refund. Okay, and these last couple of months I've just been working overtime because I just want to pay this back. I don't want to owe MGTOW anything. I don't want MGTOW saying that I betrayed them, and I'm sure some people feel that way, and I'm sorry about that. But I want to, for the people with which that I can make things right, I want to do that. Um, so. I think that's all that I really want to say right now. I'm going to post another video in a week's time, to give you guys an update of what's happening. I'm not going anywhere. As long as I'm breathing, I'm gonna do that. It's on my calendar. Um, and again, look, if any of you guys have an interest on what it is that I really feel, the final stages of MGTOW is truly absconding from society, getting out. Um, I'm more than willing to talk to people about that. But, you know, yeah, that's all that I really have to say right now. So I'll be back on this channel very soon. I don't plan on taking down my channel. You can, download any videos that I have. If you suspect that I'm going to take things down, go right ahead, download whatever videos. I'm not renouncing what I've said, but I do not want to. I can't, I can't participate. Like I can't be. I feel like there were people who were expecting me to be some kind of, um, leader or something in the MGTOW community, and that is something that I cannot be. I don't know if people still feel that way. I have no idea what's going on in the MGTOW community, ever since I left. So maybe the things that I'm saying about how there was some kind of overlap and encroachment with a lot of kind of weird alt-right people, maybe that's past, maybe that's gone, and that's not occurring anymore. I don't know. But, so I don't know what's going on in MGTOW and men's rights or anything like that. I don't. Um, but, I know that I can't be some kind of leader. I can't do that. So that's all I have to say for now. Thank you.